the three are we apart, there is no problem. Yeah. Watch it, three are we apart in a one car. Three are we the road, vibes overload, and everything is alright. Everything is alright. Watch it, three are we apart in a one car. Three are we a flex and nobody knows.
Listen all day, every day on your favorite streaming platform. The Clean Fresh Sound. WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
We are back with more Activated Mornings on WEFM. I am Dianna, and the other voice that you will hear is Roleza. Right? So we are your hosts for this morning's program and every morning program here on WEFM from 6 to 10 every day except Saturday and Sunday. At this time, we're supposed to be having our commentary from Mr. Kingsley De Freitas, who will call us shortly. And let's just give him some time to do that. All right, then. So we have not yet received our call from Mr. De Freitas, who would usually give us a call around this time. Anyways, we will go into our topic. Kingsley, I don't know if you're listening, you're not able to call at the moment, but whenever you do call, we will take the call, all right? So in the meantime, we head into our topic. P. John started us off this morning on the topic of the vaccine mandate case, which the government won yesterday. It was ruled in favor of the government yesterday. It's definitely a rough. There's one thing I kind of don't want to mention, but I'm just gonna leave that right there. But in the meantime, the Prime Minister there was a release from the office of the Prime Minister, right? Give me one moment while I get that right. So there was a release from the office of the Prime Minister yesterday, and I'm going to read some of it to you because I want you to hear what it says. So, Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves is again inviting public servants involved in the vaccine case who have not yet returned to their job to do so. Speaking yesterday, Dr. Gonsalves says the majority of public servants who had not taken the vaccine have returned to work with all their benefits intact, even while going ahead with legal action against the state. He said any public servant, including teacher, nurse, doctor, police officer, who has not yet returned to work can still avail themselves of the opportunity to return to work. All you have to do is to indicate to the chief personnel officer that you wish to return to work. You will be returned to work without any loss whatsoever of your pension rights. These would be added to what pension rights you have after you have returned to work. So that is what was that's a release that we got from the office of the Prime Minister yesterday. He also said, I'm asking that small group which didn't come back to please come back. Let us be united and put this matter behind us. You can return to work and continue with your case. Interesting. Interesting line here is, let us be united and put this matter behind us. I don't think that we can put this behind us, or some people can, but the people that were affected, the people that shed tears, the people that couldn't pay for things and had lost this and lost that. I was told some persons lost their houses, well, their home, because they weren't able to make payments. If that is the case, I don't think that we could put that behind us that easily, because pain was felt and pain is continuing to be felt. But he has said, listen, if you are fired and you have not yet come back to work, door is open and we're ready to welcome you with open arms. You don't got to worry about all of your pension and your benefits and everything. Everything is going to be intact. Everything will be in place. You come back and you walk like normal, like nothing happened. I am wondering, Roleza, if persons will take him up on his offer now, seeing that, because I'm sure a lot of them didn't go back because they were very hopeful in the union and the lawyers that something would come through for them. And seeing what happened yesterday, I'm wondering now if they may have a change of heart and saying, boy, it looked like I gotta go back, or if they will stand firm and stand strong with their union, as they say, they'll possibly take it to the Privy Council. I'm wondering, and we have a call. Okay.
Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
To the panelists. Yes, I hear you talking some words that didn't really fit the criteria at all. Like, I am opposing you about your ability and what you really think. But what really happened, we have your own interview. We have reviews too that they was fired. To say they was fired. And then a vaccine was, a government do that in order for people to save lives. So when a man could say that put it in a way that it was a brutal thing to do. The government was doing that in order to save life, and we must consider them kind of thing. So instead of just say it was a brutal thing and all kind of thing, because if somebody if you employ somebody, it have rules. If on a construction, they tell put on hard boots, and all them kind of things. So, and if you go by what they say, then that means you're not welcome on the job. So public servants, they working with themselves, they working with the government. I do all of the government, but to say well they was fired, that is a no. And to say it was brutal, the government do not do brutal, nobody. The government do to save, like, but people interpret it in their own way and put politics to it, and calling on people to not take a vaccine, and plenty of them. Look, a government, a opposition take a vaccine, a prime minister take a vaccine, plenty of people take a vaccine, and nothing is wrong with them. But that was just a gimmick in this thing. People who play in the most doctor, the most scientist, the most this, the most that, follow other people and fight to politics to see if they could bring on government and protest and all kind of thing. And get caught up with people who don't well off. And even people who take a vaccine encourage people not to take a vaccine. So it's a kind of our. Well, I can't sit to read and think too much. So what happened? I really sometimes I really say things I really want to say, because I don't read and to call proper words and all kind of thing. But to say the government was on the right track, and I believe in sanction. Whensoever you talk about people suffering and people can't pay the bills, them cause that on their own self. They cause that on their own self.
You think being who
at the job, the teachers, the people that have apartment, they have rental vehicle, them have business and all kind of thing, and it's them is the one that causing the confusion. Little few of them might not really have nothing was to live on too much, but they have the family surrounding them and helping them. So people want to suffer, and anyone of them that suffer themselves, it's them cause that on themselves. So I go blame no government for them. All right.
Okay, before you go, what do you suggest I use to replace the word fired? What should I say instead of fired?
Well, you should say, well, they abandoned the work.
Well, I was in an institution and I didn't see anybody abandon the work. I was there seeing them coming to work every day and signing in, and then they received a letter to say that whatever what was stated in the letter. So I can't say they abandoned if I understand what the meaning of abandon is. So I can't use that. I cannot honestly use that word or honestly use that word.
Yeah, well, tell me something now. You when you they are not you at the station there right now working.
Mm-hmm.
If they tell you certain rules, to before if something happen, you have to go by the rules, and you basically breaking the rules and want to work.
The rules that were in place before I came, that I was aware of before I got the job, or rules that were made up along the way as I was in the job.
What?
So you're talking about rules that so let's say I applied for a job, and when I came to the job said, hey, these are all requirements in order for you to work here. You're talking about them kind of rules, or I was working there already and then the boss said, let me make up a rule and come and put this thing in place, and that kind of rule, or...
Well, what you're saying about make up a rule, it ain't no make up rule. It's a rule that it was a pandemic. And in order to keep economy and the country floating, even me and you eating our bread, this international people say that you have to get 75% hard that they could travel to the country as tourists and things. And tourists is one of the biggest industry. And the government say in order to save life and everything like that, and to people to keep business going, you have to take injection at 75% people take injection. See if we get 75% of people to take injection, that you go keep on paying people. We're doing business with the world outside because tourist and things fail. Say they want to want, they want to come because if people in vaccine and all them kind of things. So we'll take all them things into consideration. We just kind of jump while and think what we want to think and do what we want. Everybody, the police is done. Everybody have to communicate to one another. Everybody have to work together. When certain things we have to understand certain circumstance. Even something it might be a little hard. We have to understand that we can't, not because it's politics and silver, so we just, not even with Bible, you just can't live free, so.
All right.
You have a responsibility. You have a price to pay.
Okay.
You,
All right.
you have a responsibility sometimes.
All right, caller.
We want maybe to free in the Caribbean. What about? Tell me something now. You have intention of living in communist country.
All right.
People country that they have no say, and they are abiding plenty with the laws.
Okay, okay.
And all this kind of place. And
all right, caller, you have to wrap it up for me, please. Yeah?
Thank you so much for your contribution.
Okay, man.
All right,
yes.
Thank you. All right. All right, we have somebody else calling. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Speaker Jama.
I just
You're greeting everybody in every language, and you're not greeting my Swahili speaking friends.
Joshua, don't embarrass me like this. I do not take it Swahili yet.
Well, one of my friends messaged me and said, "Why don't you tell them how to say good day in Swahili? Because right now it's not morning in those areas. It's like afternoon and evening. So it's siku jama.
Siku.
Right? So, siku. SIKU NJEMA.
Siku jama. Okay.
The N is silent. Jama. Mm-hmm. Yes. The N is silent.
Right.
But make sure you pronounce it right, because you might be cussing somebody.
Well, that's it. That's it. I think I'll have to go home and probably head into some app and YouTube and do that.
Just Google how to say good day in Swahili, and then make sure you pronounce it right. As far as the vaccine is concerned, I took all 4 doses voluntarily.
Mm-hmm.
There were no lots of jobs here in Bermuda. There were even nurses in the hospital who refused to take the vaccine, and that was their personal choice. The only restrictions we had was with folks coming into the country, you had to be clear. You had to have a certificate of whatever it is, which is something internationally. And for the caller who just went off, he said he wasn't good at saying things. Well, he should have just not say anything. You guys deserve a medal. Honestly, you deserve a medal.
All right, no, Joshua, no. We are good. We always try to encourage persons to have voice their opinions, even if it differs from us. So
interesting.
This is a very polarizing topic, and it's just a very polarizing topic right now.
I never said you should have terminated his call. I said you deserve a medal.
All right.
And Dianna,
yes.
When I come back to St. Vincent, when I come back to St. Vincent, when they kick me out of here, that is, and I form my party, I want you to be the minister of
Joshua Richardson.
Yes.
Josh, I'm hearing you, Josh.
Open his mic.
Doc, wait.
Talk to me.
Talk.
Josh, I'm in studio and I'm hearing you. Josh, what you say? You're making a big reveal, a big announcement? Is that it, Josh? Bermuda ain't kicking you out, man. Bermuda ain't kicking you out. But we'd love to have you back.
I am out of here. Dr. Thompson, good morning. I'm out of here.
All right, thanks, Joshua.
I hate to talk my personal stuff like this, but my episode that I share, my wife is such an amazing person. Everybody and their auntie been meeting me on the street, offering like support for my episode. On the way home, my wife asked me, if you had the chance to speak to this young man, what would you say to him? I had to think, because right now all my thoughts are still evil. So it takes a lot. But Dr. Thompson, yes, I'll talk to you when I come home.
Sure, okay. All the best.
Have a great day.
All right. See you too, Joshua. Thanks.
All right, then.
So we do need to head on out of this particular segment. And as I did say a while ago, this is a very polarizing topic. There are going to be persons who, as the previous caller indicated, where if a job has a particular requirement and if you don't adhere to it, what the repercussions are, right? But the thing of it is, I was talking to a friend last night and I was saying, you know what? I would love for a survey to be conducted of how many persons volunteered to take it, as in of their own free choice. How many persons ended up taking it as a consequence of being backed into a corner, right? And I cannot see. And the thing of it is that I know of many persons who are vocal. You saw them on social media. You heard them on air, etc. Saying they're not taking this vaccine, and they gave their reasons for not wanting to take the vaccine, right? But when your job is being threatened, when you have worked 20, 30 years to acquire the things that you have, when you have a family to maintain, when you have children to send to school, when it comes down to your literal basic needs, which is food, clothing, and shelter, when you are backed into that corner, persons are going to take the vaccine, or persons took the vaccine because of what the implications were of not taking it. And to me, it's completely different if you tell me that our organization has rules and regulations, but this is injecting something into your body. And this is, for me, is where the line was crossed. All right? Yeah. Yes, Doc. Yes, we will. You and I will take this back up on Monday. I see that you're looking at me.
Monday we talk about something else.
Yeah, we're gonna do it in the 920, man. Because I see you're watching me, but we ain't going into that though.
Okay. Yeah. No, I was watching you because I was listening to you very carefully.
Okay.
And no, I'm not disagree with you because as a medical doctor, I've given a lot of injections, and I've seen people refuse. I've seen people with TB, and I remember in the hospital, we had a patient under isolation because they had really bad TB. And you know what? They absconded. They left the hospital, took a train, went home, and we had to trace all the people who they came in contact with and test them. I have had HIV patients who vex that they get infected because some woman infect them. So they're going to go out and infect someone else. How do you control the process from a public health point of view of protecting other people from people who may have illnesses? It's tough. Yeah. And it's that person's right to go and have unprotected sex with somebody else. That may be their right. It may be their right to cough in someone's face and spread TB. But I don't know. Sometimes a little bit more control and so forth, comes into the picture.
And I suppose it's a teaching moment for the government. Well, not just our government, but any governments around the world, in terms of, because it was new, right? It was new in the sense of many persons would not have known how to handle it. So it is a teaching moment. But it's just how we're going to go forward from here. So, yeah. Yeah. All right.
And with that, we are going to head out of this segment because we must bring to you Cop Chat in just a few minutes.